Hello, I'm Catherine, and welcome to the first episode of FreeTreat. If everything had been going to plan, and nothing is anymore, then I would have been running retreats this year in my place in Morocco. Since that's not possible, I thought it might be interesting to just do a 5-minute a day video about so you can create your own retreat in the confines of your own home. So thank you for joining, welcome, and let's have a look at the beginning of the story. So I've been thinking FreeTreat because freedom, a retreat. And of course we've lost a lot of freedoms at the moment. We've lost the freedom to live life as we used to know it, to freedom of movement as we used to know it, freedom of buying toilet rolls as we used to know it. Lots of things have been taken away from us by the situation caused by the virus. But maybe you've also got new freedoms. You've got the freedom of not commuting every day, maybe, unless we're one of the people still working, in which case thank you for your service. You could be working from home, so you've got the freedom from having to be in a particular environment. Maybe you've got more freedom over which hours you work. Probably more freedom over what you wear while you're working, or what you eat, because you're close to your own kitchen. So it's worth thinking a little bit about that freedom. And in the context of a retreat, I want you to, at the end of this few minutes, make a list of all things that would be on your perfect retreat. If you've ever been on a retreat, you might have heard yourself saying things or hear other people saying things like, I know I could do this every day, but I just don't. Or, isn't it nice that because we all have to get up early and meditate, we do. So part of a retreat is having a schedule and having activities at prescribed times so that you feel more inclined to participate in them. Part of the benefit is being part of a group, and so it'd be great if you could add some comments at the bottom of this video, and let's start to create a little bit of that sense of feeling like a group and helping each other. And the other thing we often look for in retreats, apart from relaxation, which is lovely, is a little bit of growth, maybe a little bit of pushing up against our comfort barrier and getting out of our comfort zone, pushing up against that, and in the process growing a little bit. So when I'm done in a minute, put on your list what you would want. What would be the perfect schedule for you? What would be the time of day you'd love to get up? And what would you like to do before you have breakfast? I used to always have to have breakfast first thing in the morning because I had to go out and go to work. Now I don't. I prefer to do my yoga first, do my journaling first, maybe do some work for a little while, and then eat breakfast much later in the day. So things like that. What would be your perfect schedule? What would be some of the activities you'd like to have there? Would you like to have, as my grandmother always used to do with us when we were kids, an hour after lunch in our rooms, being quiet and writing poems? Or would you like to learn something new? Because there's such a wonderful supply of things we can learn online now that that's very easy to replicate. Would you like some pampering, some lovely feeling massage or salt bath or oils rubbed into your feet? Maybe some of these are things we can do. At this stage, please don't start saying to yourself, oh no, I can't write that down because the baby will be awake. Or I can't write that down because there's too many of us in the house. I can't write that down because we all have to have the same thing for lunch. The first step is just to make your perfect retreat. After that, we look at what's possible. But if we start with what we want, we're at least pointing in the right direction when we're looking at what's possible. So just as a little helper to start you off with that, just a 1-minute breathing exercise, which you can do sitting in a chair, do sitting at your desk, do on the sofa, wherever you are. And you start by breathing in. And as you exhale, curling over yourself, curl your spine, curl your head in, tuck your chin into your chest, wrap your arms around you like you're giving yourself a hug, and squeeze all the air out and feel completely held and safe. And then when you're ready to inhale, uncurl, and go from being so small to being so big. Stretch out your fingers. Open your heart and your chest. Breathe in all the possibility there is in the world. And then exhale. Curl in to that safe fetal feeling. You're held, you're secure. It's okay. And breathe in again and inhale all the possibility, all that could be, all the potential, all the spaciousness we could create in the world if we got rid of some of the things we no longer need. And then curl into your core. Remembering what's most important to you. Centered around your heart. Protecting yourself. And out again. To inhale all that possibility. All that could be. All that's going to be when this is over. Last time, exhale down into yourself. And inhale out to the world. Thank you. I'm excited to hear what's on your lists. Feel free to share. And I'll see you again tomorrow.